Many investors are unaware of what happens when they face a dispute with their financial advisor. While the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is responsible for regulating the stock market and publicly traded companies, there is also a separate regulatory body called FINRA, the Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. This independent, non-governmental organization oversees Wall Street brokerage firms, from major institutions like Goldman Sachs and Merrill Lynch to smaller, locally owned brokerages. While large firms such as Goldman Sachs, Merrill Lynch, and Morgan Stanley are well known, the U.S. is home to over 4,000 brokerage firms and hundreds of thousands of financial advisors. Every one of them must be registered and licensed under FINRA, which enforces regulations and compliance standards. One of FINRA's key functions is operating the world's largest arbitration forum to handle disputes between investors and financial firms. When an investor opens a brokerage account, they are required to sign a customer agreement that includes a mandatory arbitration clause. This clause states that any disputes will be resolved through FINRA arbitration rather than traditional court litigation. The Spencer Law Firm specializes in representing investors in FINRA arbitration. With experience in over 2,500 arbitration cases, the firm has developed deep expertise in navigating this process. The firm's professionals frequently speak at legal conferences and law schools, educating others on the intricacies of FINRA arbitration. While there are both advantages and disadvantages to the system, it is generally seen as a more cost-effective and efficient alternative to courtroom litigation. The arbitration process begins with an investor filing a statement of claim, which functions similarly to a legal complaint in court. FINRA has its own set of arbitration rules, and it is crucial to work with an attorney who is well-versed in these regulations. Cases are overseen by a panel of arbitrators, who are typically professionals from the business community, serving in a role similar to a judge. Although arbitrating cases is not a full-time occupation for them, they receive some financial compensation for their services. Many arbitrators view their role as a form of public service. Given the recurring nature of arbitration cases, maintaining credibility with arbitrators is essential. Over time, legal professionals work with the same arbitrators on multiple cases, ensuring that they understand how Wall Street firms may have acted improperly, failed to prioritize their clients' best interests, or engaged in misconduct. Through this process, investors have the opportunity to recover financial losses and other damages. The goal is to hold Wall Street firms accountable. This ensures that firms prioritize client interests above their own profits. The Spencer Law Firm is dedicated to investor protection. They strive to recover losses caused by broker misconduct and negligence. Their experience allows them to build strong cases. This helps investors receive fair compensation for their damages. At the Spencer Law Firm, we fight for investors' rights and help them recover their financial losses. If you believe you've been wronged by a brokerage firm, don't navigate FINRA arbitration alone. Our experienced legal team is here to guide you through the process and maximize your recovery.